and welcome to day 22. So definitely a recovery day required today. You'll be pleased to know. So what I would like you to do for this one, so we're going to go through the yoga flow as well, but we're going to start off, you need a wall, okay, so get near a wall. We're going to start off with just some really nice stretches to get us going. So I'm just going to start rotating the hips around in big circles. So I'm going to go through a few wall stretches with you, and I really recommend that you remember these exercises and do them on a daily basis if you can, because it really feels good. So it won't be too long today, don't fret, but definitely a much needed stretch today, that's for sure, and very achy. So don't forget, as always, give me a thumbs up if you haven't already, and comment below, see, let me know how you got on, and share, etc, etc. And just taking your arms out to the side, just pushing one hip out and the other. And taking your arms overhead. Definitely really feeling my back today. And still my abs actually. So just pushing your hips down. Big circles round. Really opening out those shoulders. Really think about that movement of going round. Don't just swing your arms around. Really open out nice and wide, and the other way. Big rotations. Okay, we're just going to come over to your wall. So I want you to take one hand down like so, and the other hand comes up to the top. I just want you to push your hip away from the wall. Okay, just slightly, and then you can just run your hand down the wall, taking your arm up to straight at the top. And just where you feel that nice stretch, just holding it there. Definitely feel this down my side. Try and stay upright, don't try and fold too far forward. Just hold that stretch. And keeping your top arm on the wall, I just want you to rotate around so you're dropping your shoulders so you're more facing the wall, your feet should be forward. And push that hip away. That should feel a nice stretch coming down your back and your side. And back up. You're going to face the other way. So arm up to straight. Run that hand down the wall as you're pushing your hip away. Run down a little bit further if you can. And slightly turn in, taking that hand away. Pushing that hip back, away from the wall. That feels nice. And coming up and facing the wall this time, taking your hands to the wall, stepping back and dropping your chest down. Drop your chest nice and low. Really opening out those shoulder blades. Just hold that stretch. And turn your feet to one side. And again, drop that chest a little lower. And just a little rotation here. Do you feel that greater stretch and hold it? And the other side. Drop that chest. And back up. Okay, we're coming a little bit closer to the wall this time. I just want you to cross your legs over. So one in front of the other. So they're crossed. One arm comes up, and we're just going to come down to touch the ground. feel a nice chest stretch as well as a back stretch. And I just want you to walk your feet in towards that wall and really reaching up with your hand. So feel a nice chest stretch as well as a nice back stretch. Just hold it here. Now walk your hands back out, walk your feet back out, sorry. And just bending that arm that's on the wall and coming down to shoulder height. And again, drop through your chest. So really stretching out the shoulder here, as well as the chest and the back. And rolling up. And coming to the other side. Starting out, hand comes up, reach down to the ground, walk your feet in towards the wall, feel a greater stretch on your chest. And walking your feet back out. And just taking that arm down to shoulder height. And rolling back up. Turning to face the wall this time. We're going to take our hands down towards the ground. And I just want you to walk in as close to the wall as you can. Lowering your back down, so my shoulders are now on the wall. And just hold that stretch. A really good one for your back. Lean your shoulders in towards the wall. Just walk in as far as you can. Drop down a little further if you can. Just push your shoulders into the wall, away from you. Oh, I definitely need this stretch. And just walking your feet back away from you. And rolling up. Taking one hand to the wall, and you're just going to rotate all the way around so you're facing the other way for that nice chest stretch. And release off, walk back round, other hand comes to the wall, and reach around. Stretching is so important, but definitely in my weekly routine, when I'm not doing like challenges like this as well, is at least one extended stretch session. And a quick stretch after every workout, but an extended one afterwards, and release off. We're going to come down to the mat this time, and we're just going to come back into a child pose, dropping your head down, walking your hands forward. Big deep breaths in here. Every breath, feel that shoulders opening up. Couple more breaths here. And rolling up into an all-four position. Walk your hands out slightly. We're going for our cat-cow position, so when we've done these before. But what I want you to imagine, you're like a worm, okay? So you're gonna roll up and back, and then tuck under. So you're just rolling like a worm as you're coming up. really pushing those shoulder blades up. Just lifting back. Big arches in your back. Lift up. Big deep breaths in. Make sure you're lifting up through those shoulder blades as you're creating that worm effect. A couple more here because it feels good. And pause it there. We're going to come up into a plank position, take one leg up and the other leg up. Okay, we're going to push back into a downward dog position. Push those heels in, straighten out through that back, and I just want you to pedal with your feet, dropping your heel down, coming up onto your tiptoes, rotating through those hips as you go. You're really pushing that heel back. Staying in that downward dog, straighten through that back. Pushing your chest down towards your feet, towards your knees as you're planting that heel down. And pause it there. Just stepping into your feet, taking your hands to your elbows and just hang down, relaxing through your upper body. Slight bend, soft knees. And I just want you to rotate one side to the other. Just nice and slowly, in your own time. Big rotations. Relaxing through that upper body. Let your head hang down. And just pause in the middle. Just little pulses here. Now we're just going to straighten up the back. So let your hands hang down. You're going to come up and straighten through those legs and push your back to straight. So really pinch those shoulder blades together, straightening up, straightening those legs. It may well be that you're coming up a bit further. As long as your straight legs, straight back, really pushing to the back. Feel those back muscles working as you're straightening. Just hold it here. And rolling up. Hands come overhead, reaching up nice and tall. We're going to bring our arms forward, keeping that back nice and straight, legs nice and straight. Arms come down and roll down. Again, just let your arms hang down, relaxing through. Should be straight legs this time. I'm going to do that one more time. Coming up to straight back, run your hands up your legs until you straighten up. Straighten those legs, straighten through your back. Hold it here, pinch those shoulder blades together. And rolling up. Hands come overhead, reaching up nice and tall. Couple of breaths here. and come forward, straighten out through those legs. Hold it here, straightening for your back. Arms come down and round through. Taking your hands down this time, don't worry if your legs are slightly bent. You're going to step back into a plank position. Coming down onto your knees. We're going to press down and reach up. Lifting up nice and tall. And back down. Lift up. Sit back. Roll up. Press down. Lift up. Just rock from side to side here, pushing one hip in to the mat and the other side. So trying to push those hips down. Just little rocks from side to side. Hold it here, press down, lift up, sit back. And just rolling your hands forward towards your feet, your knees even. Coming up onto your toes and sit back. Taking your arms up overhead, reaching over to one side. And the other side. Taking your hands down, clasping your hands together in a prayer position. Elbows up nice and tall and rotate round to one side. Big rotation, so elbows should be in alignment. And the other side. Really push round. Back to the centre, reach up nice and tall, over to one side and the other side. Hands come back down and rotate. And the other side. Back to the centre, hands come back down. We're going to lunge forward into a hip flexor stretch, reaching forward, dropping through that hip, pushing forward. Hand comes up, so my left leg is forward, my right hand comes up and leaning over to the side. Back up to centre, hands come down. We're sitting all the way back if you can, straightening through that leg, dropping your head down for that hamstring stretch. Don't worry if you're still up here, spine, even if you're slightly bent, as long as you can feel that stretch coming down the back of your leg. Walking those hands forward. So my left leg is forward, I'm just going to drop my right elbow down to the mat and I'm going to rotate up. Really reaching up towards the ceiling. Feeling a greater stretch on my hamstring, but also stretching through my back as well. And coming back, reaching back up. And we're going to go the other side. Step forward, deep into that hip flexor stretch. Hand comes up, reach over to the side. Back up, hands come down, straighten through that front leg, sitting all the way back and reaching forward. elbow is going to come down to the mat, and I'm going to reach up towards the ceiling. Hand comes back down, and we're reaching back up and stepping back. And just come back down to my back. Wall comes in handy in this bit, but not necessary. So if you are against a wall, come as close into the wall as you can. We're just going to take our legs up and then out. So this is why a wall comes in handy, because you can relax your legs on the wall. If you're not, just grab hold of those legs wherever they may be, okay? And just holding it out. And just walk those legs as far down the wall as you can. And make sure your bum is as close to the wall as you can. Feel that lovely stretch for your inner thighs and for your hamstrings. You could just hold this stretch for ages. And if you want a further greater stretch, especially on those hamstrings, I just want you to come up onto your elbows. Staying here in this stretch, and if you can, up onto your hands for that great stretch. Just hold it here and come back down. Taking your hands out to the side, I'm going to lift my left leg all the way over to the right leg and then dropping it down to the ground. Moving out the way. Again, bum as close to the wall, if you are using a wall, as you can. Circle this arm, it's over the other side, all the way around to meet your other hand, and back round. And again, feeling the ground as you do your big circles all the way around. Follow that hand around. And hold it there. Taking that leg back up, lifting through the other one, all the way down to the other side. Circling that arm around and back and over. Try and feel contact with the ground all the way through. Feel more of a stretch on this side. And hold it there. And coming back up, legs wide, holding this stretch. Okay, we're going to come back onto our front this time. I'm going to take my feet together, my knees as wide as you can go, and coming down. And dropping your head down. Hips definitely need this one. Just holding that stretch because I need it, so I'm assuming you need this one. That feels good. Coming back onto your hands. And we're just going to light little rocks backwards and forwards here. Definitely feeling that stretch coming through those inner thighs, through the hips. Just little rocks. A few more. one side, what I want you to do is I just want you to cross your legs over. We're coming all the way down from the mat. And reaching your hands nice and tall. And I just want you to lean from one side to the other. So really pushing over as far as you can. Really stretching out nice and tall. And over the other side. Big reaches. And back. Cross over the other side. And reach to one side. And the other side. And back to the center. Coming back up, taking one foot over. So my right leg has gone over to the other side of my foot. And pushing round. Really walk that hand around as far as you can. Pulling this knee across in towards you. Feeling that nice stretch. Coming down your leg for your glutes, but also for your back. And your shoulder and your chest. And release off, other side. Reach over. Hand comes through, reaching around, pulling that leg in towards you. Reach around a little further if you can. And back to the centre, legs come forward. Just get up onto your glutes and reach forwards. Coming as low as you can, dropping your head down if you can, elbows down, but don't worry if you're only here, that's fine. Just coming as low as you can so you feel that big stretch coming down your back as well as your hamstrings. Just imagine pushing one hip back and the other. It's like you're sliding with one leg and the other. Pulling back wherever your hands are, whether they're on your ankles or even your knees. Just sliding, pushing one hip forward, like you're lengthening your legs, so one's leg's longer than the other side. Your hands are on your feet. Imagine resisting through that pull, stretching through your back. And releasing there. Coming into a cross-legged position, get feet, so rather than crossing completely, feet like this, try and keep your legs straight on the ground, okay? I'm just going to reach over to one side, dropping for that elbow, try not to lift through this knee. Okay, really push that knee down. Coming forward, walking round, reaching over the other side, elbow comes down, push that knee into the ground. And again, walking forwards. Walking to the other side, elbow comes down, reach over, push that knee down. Hand comes down. If you have your hand down here, you really feel that nice stretch for your back. And walking around. Elbow comes down, reach. And coming up to stand up. Hands come all the way up. Push up nice and tall. Reaching over to one side. And the other side. Rotate those arms around. Place your hands on your knees. I just want you to drop your neck all the way over to one side. Use your hand if you want to feel a greater stretch. And release off, and the other side. And release off. Dropping your chin down towards your chest. And up towards your ceiling. And back to the centre. Well done. That was 30 minutes in total, exactly. Well done. So hopefully you feel a little bit looser now. Let me know how you found that. But I think it's definitely much needed. So give me a thumbs up and I will see you again tomorrow for day number 23.